Hello and welcome to another chat with Nat. These little recipes that I'm showing you are to show you how very simple and easy it is to cook keto, Banty, low carb. There's no need to be scared. First step is to say I can do it and go ahead and do it. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a yummy, delicious chocolate cake adapted from chocolatecoveredkatie.com. Simple and easy as can be. As most of you know by now, I don't use nut flours. I have people in the family who are allergic to nuts. So I either use coconut flour or sunflower seed flour. If you're going to use coconut flour, then you use a third of the ingredients. The recipe says 1.5 cups of almond flour. I use just under half a cup of coconut flour. 1/4 cup of cocoa powder plus 2 tablespoons. 2 1/4 teaspoons of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Add that. Mix that all together, the dry ingredients. Add the sweetener, 1/3 cup sweetener. I've got xylitol here. I sometimes use erythritol, depends what I can get. Make sure it's all nicely amalgamated and mixed together. There's still some cocoa here, let's add it in. We've got all that there. Add in 3 eggs with 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla essence. Make sure it's all nicely mixed in. There's no oil in this recipe, interestingly enough. No oil, no butter, no coconut oil, olive oil, any oil at all. And it's actually a very delicious light recipe. And then we add some water to thin it out. 1/3 cup, and that's it. So I had mixed the salt with the baking powder. There's quite a bit of baking powder, 2.5 teaspoons, but you can't taste it. Often I find that when there's a lot of baking powder, it gives a horrible taste. Here you can't taste the baking powder at all. Give it a good mix. For a change, I'm using a loaf pan instead of a round pan. Who says always have to make cakes 8-inch round, 9-inch round? Why not make it as a loaf cake? So there we are. I will put it in. Of course, the oven has been preset to 350, 175 degrees Fahrenheit, centigrade, or 350 Fahrenheit. Very simple, very quick, very easy. I've lined it, as you can see, because the worst thing is to take a cake out and have it all half left behind in the cake tin. So by using baking paper, you take out with the baking paper, and you can always leave the baking paper with the cake if necessary. There we are. Not even 5 minutes to make. Quick and easy. If you want to, you can always scatter chocolate chips on top. I'm leaving it as it is. Put it in the oven for 15 minutes. 15 minutes time, we'll see exactly how it looks. 15 minutes have now passed. Let's take the cake out the oven. And look how lovely and chocolatey and delicious it looks. As you can see, it's a bit crackly, so we need to leave it in the pan for about an hour to harden, and then we can slice it. If you want to put icing on, you can, but as it is very delicious.